Hello, my name is Yemisi Obe. Welcome to my channel. Tonight I'll be talking about something pretty very important. Most of the time we hear people talk about it starts with an idea. You need an idea to make something happen. But what if I tell you that you need more than an idea to actually achieve the things that you have your mind set upon? Everything you ever would want to create, everything you ever would want to achieve starts with a desire. And trust me, if your desire is not deep enough, if your desire is not strong enough, if your desire is not passionate enough, you might fall down by the wayside. And let's take for example, everything your friends or family have suggested to you that has stuck with you are things that kind of build that awaken your desire. But if they were just ideas that it was their passion that they're trying to put on you, it's most likely it's just gonna fade off with time, no matter how interesting the idea sounds or how incredibly fantastic it sounded at the point in time when they were sharing it. But once time and time again rolls over the idea, and you'll be like, is this something I really want to do, or is this something that person wants to do and just needs a body to tag along? The moment you can answer that question and you realize your desire is not in place, you lose it faster. You lose the urge faster than the idea was suggested to you. And this kind of kicked out for me while reading the Bible. Yes, while reading the Bible, sometimes last week I was reading about Lazarus, and no, not the Lazarus that was woken by Jesus. It was the poor Lazarus and the rich man. And the Bible said, okay, we're gonna go to Luke 16. I'm going to read from 19 to 21. And said, there was a certain rich man who was clothed in purple and fine linen and fed luxuriously every day. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus who was full of sore, who laid by the gate, desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. What? The only desire that Lazarus had was to feed from the crumbs falling from the rich man's table. Now tell me, if Lazarus had desired more out of life, if Lazarus woke up one day and got angry, I'm like, I am done being in this situation, I am done being a beggar, I'm tired of living a life where every other person is dictating my time and dictating what I eat for the day and how little I eat, is it possible he would have geared himself up and build a successful life? Your guess is as good as mine. I think so too. If all he desired was to eat from the crumbs underneath the table, and that was what he did for the rest of his life till he died, what if he had desired to be a wealthy man himself? What if he had desired to go on to build a life where he could give to others, where he could be successful, where he could have anything he wanted in the world? Because mind you, he was a Christian. The Bible said when he died, angels took him to heaven, right? Meaning he had the grace of God, he had the Spirit of God, he had every backing from heaven that could have helped him to succeed. But all that he desired, all that he ever wanted was just to eat and go home. And that is what make profound the Bible verse that said, as a man thinketh, so he is. When you desire something and you sit on it and realize, look, this is something I really want, that desire attracts the idea. It is not the other way around. People actually say, oh, you have an idea and then you go after it. If you do not desire it, the idea can't even come. Like if you don't desire $1 million, then the idea how to create it is never gonna pop up in your head. If you do not desire to buy a new car, it's you're not even gonna think about it. Now let's take for another example. I'm sure this must have happened to you one way or the other, where you just think about a car like, oh, I would love to drive this car, and all of a sudden you start to see it everywhere in the world. Oh my God, everywhere you turn to, this car just kind of pop out Now, these cars have always been on the road. Yeah, they've always been available, but because your mind has never been set on it, because your desire has never been on that particular model or car, you didn't pay much attention to it. But the moment the desire swells up in you, it's like boom, 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 boom everywhere, and I'm like, what's going on? What's happening around here? It's the same with anything that you may desire in the whole wide world. And the sweetest part of it is the Bible says God says he would grant the desires of your heart. Can you imagine that? Like, God is going to grant you whatever it is that you desire, whatever it is that you set your heart upon, whatever it is that you think is good for you, you're willing to work for it. God says, I will back it up and make it happen for you. What other promise is better than that? So let's forget about all this. I have no idea what I want to do. I have no idea how to go about this. I have no idea, how am I even going to get this done? Let's pay attention to the foundation, which is your desire. And your desire also plays out on your motive. If your motive is right, your desire is going to be right, and then the ideas to back it up make it happen. If your motive is wrong, then it's going to be vice versa. If you know what I mean, it's going to be vice versa. And when your desire is right, you can actually go to God and tell him, you promised me in your word that the desire of my heart would be met, and this is what I am doing. I need you, God, to make this desire happen, and I need you to guide me to making it happen. And you'll be surprised how things just begin to fall into place. So I'm encouraging you to pay attention, not just to things happening around you, but to things happening within you. And I need you to start paying attention to your desires, the things that are swelling up in your heart, so that then you can actually create the physical. You can know how to put things together, the things around you, the people you need to reach out to help you, the books you need to read to give you the knowledge that you need. But the inside job needs to be done first, and that is, you need to build the act of working on your desire to create the life that you want. I hope this video has been very helpful. If it has, please subscribe, and I promise we'll be having more videos coming, more with this one, and we're going to be having a swell time together. Please share the video as well, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye. I give it away, give it to you, Lord, you can use it.